I did speak late today with Trevor Reed's parents, Joey and Paula Reed, who pursued their son's freedom tirelessly. Tonight here, they described that first phone call from their son after being freed, what he now faces, his health concerns now that he's coming home, and that phone call from President Biden, what he said and what they told the president. Joey and Paula Reed, thank you so much for joining us. We're just so happy your son is coming home. How is he doing? Where is he tonight? And most importantly, how soon before you see him?
We're not really sure of where he's at or when we'll get to see him. We know it's not going to be today. We got to talk to him on the phone a couple of times. He's in good spirits, but obviously we're still concerned about his health.
What more has the State Department told you about what he faces now that he's back in the U.S., headed back to America? I know you just got off the phone with the State Department just before we talked here.
They're going to fly him to a military hospital somewhere, and they're going to give him a full physical and evaluation, and then we're going to go through whatever we have to do for however long it takes to get him healthy again.
You've now seen the images that the world has seen of your son being freed, but I know he must have looked a lot different to you. What did you make of what you saw?
He looked horrible. When he got out of the FSB van, he looked like he could hardly walk. He looked like he'd been walking shackled, and they had to help him get into the FSB jet. So we were, in fact, when we both saw that video this morning, first time, we started crying. Trevor left here a young, virile, in good shape, in good condition young man, and he's not coming home that way. That's our concerns about his health.
It looked to me like he had two black eyes, but I guess a doctor that we have here said that that's a symptom of malnourishment. So he just looked terrible to us.
What did your son first tell you when you heard from him?
He just said, "Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. It's me." And we asked him how he was doing, and he said he was fine, but he seemed a little subdued, maybe a little in shock, maybe, but he didn't sound like his normal self. And then while we were on the phone with him, the president called, and Joey declined the call. then the president called on my phone, and then I said, "Joey, it's the president." So we told Trevor the president was calling, we were going to talk to him, and then we did. So. What
did you say to the president? What did he say to you?
He said that he didn't want to call us too early in the morning and jinx anything that was happening, but now that he knew that Trevor was on the plane, that he wanted to let us know that our son was on our way home to us. And he said, "Congratulations, I know you're looking forward to your meeting with him." And he said, "I'm looking forward to having all four of you back at the White House." And then Joey said, "We're going to want to give you some big hugs." We thanked him profusely, obviously. And then we said, "We're going to want to give you some hugs." And he said he'll give us some big hugs back as well.
And Joey, I understand you also told the president that you were on the phone with Trevor, and the president realized, "I better let you get back on with your son."
Yes.
Yeah, his words were, "You'd rather talk to him than me, so I'll let you get back to him." So.
I know this was nearly 3 years without your son, and Joey, you spent 14 months in Russia in your legal fight to get your son home. You saw him standing there essentially caged. You couldn't hug him. What will you do the moment you first see him?
Oh, he's going to get a big hug.
He's going to get a big group family hug probably, because we're all going to be fighting over who's going to hug him first.
You really worked to try to get that meeting with the president, and do you believe that meeting with President Biden at the White House made the difference here?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, we do. In his own statement, he said it kind of as much that it did, but also the fact that Trevor's health is not good is probably another factor that helped, speed everything up.
We're older, and we've seen, President Biden and Senator Biden and Vice President Biden, and you can just tell by the way he talks that he's a caring and compassionate person, and we've said that over and over again, but we mean that. And we just felt like if we explained the situation and how Trevor had handled himself, being taken hostage essentially by Russia because of his service not only to the Marine Corps and his country, but to the president himself, and then how he handled himself, not talking about his military with the FSB and refusing to work for his captors, that it would have an effect on the president, and it did.
Well, please tell him there's an entire country waiting to welcome him home, and I know you would likely like to mention the other Americans being held captive still too. You're the one family that understands what these other families are going through.
Yeah, we do understand, and it's heartbreaking for us that there was not a way to bring Paul Whelan home at the same time with Trevor. And that was one of the things that Trevor mentioned on his second phone call. He said, I want to be sure that we bring Paul home.
Well, I know you have thanked the president today. You've thanked the State Department as well. And I just hope you've taken a moment for yourselves, too, because you really never gave up your fight to get your son home.
Well, thank you, but that's what parents do.
I can imagine what that reunion's going to be like. It won't come a moment too soon. Thank you both, and we're so glad to hear Trevor's coming home.
Thank you, David. We appreciate it.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.